we are in the second week of quarantine here in Philadelphia. Everybody has been locked down, the whole city. I'm not even sure I'm allowed to walk right now on the street. It's pretty crazy. But go to the office to get something. But I want to share what's going on with the company, the business. The company, thankfully, has not stopped in its tracks. The line of work that we're in allows us to work from home, so the work is continuing, which is great. What I've been working on is, in addition to a media day and in addition to the first phase of the company, which has to do with book publishing. And by the company, I mean Burst. So phase one was and is and will be books. Phase two is animation, which is incredibly expensive and difficult, and I'm not even sure how it can... Ooh, got cut off there. So, yeah, as I was saying, phase two, animation. What I've been working on while I've been quarantined, stationed at home, is try to figure out how content, the animations that we have hopefully, are going to be delivered and animated. Not animated, but delivered and sent to the client. How can the user get access to all the content we're putting out? And that's been a challenge because you're basically trying to build a Netflix in the four walls of an office. Thankfully, I discovered that there exists now a thing called progressive web apps, which essentially means that you can build an entire app on a phone or a mobile device, right? What was the major bulwark and stumbling block for me up until now with the second phase is you've got the content, great. You got 1,000 cartoons to your name, wonderful. No one's gonna see them without an app on the phone. Like a Netflix app or a Hulu app. And the fact of the matter is there are no resources at Media Day to make an app because it takes, Android, iOS, 2-3 different ecosystems, 2-3 plus languages, programming languages to master, none of which I know. And to outsource that to a third-party company would mean, I don't know, $500,000 of developers' time with all the different competencies and skills in those languages. It's just basically unreachable. And then I discovered progressive web apps, PWA, which is a new emerging standard, which basically means that an app can look and sound like an app, but actually be built on a website. In other words, you can build a website and then you can format the manifest and certain things in the website such that a user could save it on the computer, on their phone, and it's going to have its own icon, its own seemingly app-like behavior, but you will not be required to learn those languages. You will not be required to learn iOS and Android programming and all that crazy stuff. All you need is just to know how to make websites, and then the app that you create will just render within the screen of the app a website, which is crazy because websites we do know how to do. I know how to do PHP, JavaScript, all that stuff, right? And so that what that means is that opens up the entire domain of app development world to Media Day, to myself, to our team, and eventually to Burst now. So what I've been doing is learning what does the website / PWA process for delivering content looks like, because I can build websites, but I've never had to deliver content or build a content delivery platform on a website, even now. So I'm learning how to do that. So what you're about to see is a combination of Amazon Web Services, AWS, S3, CloudFront, Media Convert, together with PWA stuff, right? So manifest, JSON, service workers, and all that conspiring to make a website look like an app and in no way look different and inferior to an app.